Hey guys, this is our final video, our last video of three. And so if you did not watch the other videos, please go back and watch those. But this is our final video with the last few qualifications. Again, this is found in 1 Timothy chapter 3, and today we're going to be focusing on verses 11 and 12. And so in verses 11 and 12, 1 Timothy 3, it says, "In the same way, their wives must be respected and must not slander others. They must exercise self-control and be faithful in everything they do. A deacon must be faithful to his wife, and he must manage his children and household well." And so these verses remind us that deacons must manage their household well, because how someone manages their household and the responsibilities at home, it often reflects their readiness to serve God's household. If they can show their families and the people who are closest to them love, and they can serve them well, then they can love and serve the church at large. And these are important because remember what the purpose of a deacon is, going back to Acts 6. Deacons help solve problems in the church. Deacons help support the ministry of the word. Their job is to lessen the pain and grief. They're to lessen issues and practical problems so that people can hear the word, so that the ministers and the pastors and other leaders can preach the word and teach the word without any distractions or interruptions. And so deacons serve so that there can be unity in the church. And so it's tough to be a deacon. It's practically speaking, our CM policy, it states that deacons must serve a term of 3 years, and each term is renewable twice. And so we're looking at someone who is potentially going to be serving for 6 years straight. And that means they need to be faithful and trustworthy. And so it's important for those aspects of self-control and faithfulness in their lives, because they're reflecting the servant heart of Jesus. And so we're looking for someone who is faithful. We're looking for someone who is not going to quit and be like, you know what, I'm done with this. And I do want to make a note here that even though the passage says their wives must be respected and must not slander others, and a deacon must be faithful to his wife, the candidates for deacons, they can be either male or female. It does not have to be a married male. And so it can be a single female, it can be a single male. Those things are not disqualifiers. And so when you're considering, you can consider any active member in good standing who meets these qualifications. And so the big question to ask is, are they trustworthy? Are they trustworthy? Are they faithful? And this builds off the previous videos. It builds off the previous verses, because if they have integrity, if the candidate has self-control, if they're not greedy, if the candidate turns to the word of God for strength, for guidance, then yeah, they're probably trustworthy. And so if you have any questions about this, if you have any concerns or any other questions or issues, please reach out to me, reach out to Elder Ha, the KM, and I. We are praying for you guys. But those are some of the things that we're looking for. Are they men and women of good character? Are they men and women of integrity? Are they men and women of faithfulness? And are they trustworthy? Do they serve willingly, or do they serve grudgingly? And so these are some of the characteristics we look for. If you have any questions, again, please reach out to me. But these qualifications can be found in 1 Timothy chapter 3, verses 8 through 12. And then also in Acts 6, remember, these are candidates. They must be filled with spirit and wisdom. And so, again, we are praying for you. May God guide your steps and watch over you in this process. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks.